Okay, guys, I want to make sure that you guys understand the homework requirements. So for Tuesday, almost all of you got a formal crit today that dealt with an adaptation to the site. It dealt with formal geometry and the sort of visual character of your building. You also got a functional kind of review as to, you know, the shape of rooms, the size of rooms, location, and adjacency of stuff, I think from both Hero and I. So between now and Monday, there's a bunch of work to be done. Because if it doesn't get done, then there's nothing that we can do for for finishing it up and making it really a good project that can go into your portfolio. So for Tuesday, I need you guys to, number one, redo all of your floor plans based on the criteria you were given today. Okay, number two, I need you to build a very, very, very clean sketch model. This should not be something that's hacked together. This model is going to take you a couple of days to build. It isn't a final formal presentation model. It can be built out of chipboard and stuff. But now it's supposed to have, if something's thickened, it should be shown. If there's glass somewhere, it should be shown. It needs to be, it doesn't have to be built out of like white 2-ply or 4-ply, but it needs to be a pretty detailed sketch model. And you can just build it out of whatever cardboard. Okay? And it needs to have doors, windows, overhangs, and it needs to be adapted to the site. So we are now at the point where if you got a crit today, you should know the different levels as it's going to hit your site. You should be able to start cutting your site model. Okay? So when you come in, and that's another thing I want to reiterate. If you do not bring your site model to class, site model, the whole thing, with your models, I'm not going to give you a crit. I don't know if Hero will. That site model has to come to class, and all of your stuff has to come with you to class. Okay? Otherwise, it's like I'm guessing at stuff. So please understand, when you come back in here on Monday, your site model, the expectation is that it's revised and cut. I don't care if you've got pieces glued in there because your old site, you did it wrong or whatever. I don't care. You can piece it all together, right? So it can look like Frankenstein, all stitched together, but it's basically there, and I can tell you what one level is versus another. All right, now, after you have revised your floor plans and your formal model, right, your formal sketch model, the next thing is you are to retake all of that information back into the sketch stuff that you did today, the light rays. I want to see, are you keeping the sun out when it's supposed to stay out, and are you letting it in when you're supposed to let it in? Okay. The final part of this equation is going to be sectional slices. I had Alejandro prepare for you the same thing that we did in plan, right? It has the sunrise vector and the sunset vector. I had him do a section for you, north-south section. Okay? So now you are to create sections of your building and put them into those 12 months, or actually it's, in that case it's only 12 months because it doesn't have a sunrise sunset. It just has a solar noon. So whereas before you had 12 sunrise and 12 sunset, right? Now for the section one, you only have 12 total. It's just solar noon. But you're going to have to show me, right, where your solar collector is, both in plan and in this section. This one.
And that's another file?
It's another file. It's going to go right with that one, except it says section, right?
Yeah, it says solar noon to section.
Solar noon to section.
Vectors to section. It's in the same place.
It's in the same place.
Okay.
And he cleaned it all up, made it all fancy for y'all. All right, Hero, am I missing anything? Guys, I moved the deadline back a week. I will not move it another day. And if you don't bring all of your stuff, I will give you credit. Hero might, I'm not. I didn't move the deadline back a week so that you guys could relax. I moved it back a week so that you guys could succeed. Succeed means that this weekend, you're going to work your tushies off to make sure when you come in here, we're doing a refinement crit, not what we had to do today. Today was a paradigm shift or a completely like moving stuff around type of critique. The critique that needs to happen on Tuesday is one of refinement and about starting to talk to you guys about all of the diagrams and the drawings that are going to be required for the overall package and start guiding you down that path. Okay? That cannot happen if you come in here with everything not done. Okay? Terumi's going to derive a list from this thing, and all of this stuff is going to be due as photograph and PDF homework at 4 o'clock in the morning next Tuesday. Okay? Is there any questions about that? So this weekend is a no sleep till Tuesday, to paraphrase the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Right? Brooklyn became Tuesday. Okay? Any questions?
And Design Village.
Oh, and you guys got Design Village on top of that.
Hey, AP, can we use chipboard to do the model?
I love it so.
Watch the video. It'll be in the first 3 or 4 minutes. I already answered that question.
The thing is, I used chipboard.
Cara, watch the video. Any other questions? I'll talk to you afterwards. Any other questions? That question's already been answered. Any other questions? Going once. Going twice. Sold! Turn off the video. Cara, answer that question.